Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Survivor Debrief exit interview. And I'm shook. I'm shocked. I'm bamboozled. I'm hoodwinked. I'm all of the above because I did not see this coming. Yes, today we are talking to Kirby and my heart is breaking, my friend. How are you going?
Oh, mate, I'm all the winked as well. It was an incredible journey, and you never want to be on that side of the blind side. Jesus,
What
never
was
again.
that? That was your first legitimate blindside, was it not?
Yeah, I've always just done them. So
Yes.
that's my history. It's a nice feeling to be humbled. And that's a part of the game, and
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. It's just a I don't know. It's just an incredible game to play, and to have that happen from the goddesses of this game is, yeah,
Yes. It's pretty crazy.
I accept.
Great. What did you take from Titans versus Rebels from that experience into this game? Or were there things that you changed from your original game to this one?
No, it's hard because we're like out there for potentially 47 days,
Yeah.
and it's that endurance-based relationship connection piece that you're able to. And Rebels and Titans, I can go in and do something drastic like I did in the World one, but then pull myself back because there's a lot of numbers, and
Yeah.
the relationships aren't, there's nothing personal with anyone.
Mm.
But in this, I step out into the Aussie tribe, and there's me and Shawnee on the outer straight away. Like David's having these long walks with Janine, he's doing the same thing with Luke, and Sarah's, got this history with him as well. And I'm just like, I don't think I can trust any of them. But Shawnee and we're going to stick together, but we're not going to commit.
Yes. Yeah. It was a
Yeah.
nice little under the radar sort of relationship that you had for a while. No one really picked up on it. And I think that was fantastic. And Shani doesn't usually do that. She's usually very open with her alliances. So I think that was a good development in terms of both your games. I thought it was great. Um, the shorter game, yeah, like you mentioned, it's different. It's a different beast. You have to approach it differently. Physically, did you approach it any differently?
Oh, absolutely not. I probably went in even
Even
far
harder.
more unconditioned, but there's a there's just big auras, big energies out there, and I tried
Mm.
to do what Shawnee and I had done and work in secret. So
Yes.
when Sarah outwardly said we're ride and dies, I was like, shit, like I don't want people thinking that that's my number one, because I want everyone to be my number one in their eyes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that sort of shifted things, but physically, no, I didn't. And I just hope there was like some sort of skill challenge out there, like wobbling the ball, and didn't have to use my strength or something.
Which you're really good at.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you wanted to see? Like, obviously, you heard it was Australia versus the world. Was there anyone that you wanted to see, maybe on the Australian side or the world side, that you didn't see out there?
No, not really. Well, I didn't really know a lot of the players.
Yeah.
So my research was reliant on, my best friends being super fans and giving me an overview on who they thought would be out there. And just, yeah, and again, I played with the fearless, I've got nothing to lose type
Yeah.
attitude,
It's a
which is
great attitude
why
to have. Yeah.
if I could make things happen, then why not?
Yeah.
And then
It's great because
yeah.
you went out there and there were these big egos and stuff, but you managed to just be this sort of central point, this calming storm, this person that everyone came to. Like, how did you facilitate that? Like, everyone wanted to work with you when it was like the Australia tribe. It was wild.
Yeah, I think I was neutral ground to everyone. I wasn't
Mm.
connected to anyone else, which made them feel pretty safe. And I was also saying to them, like Janine had told me about Pia, and I was like, I'll be your Pia. And like obviously Shawnee had her ride and die as well. And I was
Yes.
like, I'll be her as well. Like whatever you want. No, I'm in. So I was telling them that I was all their number ones. So I was really transparent with my
Mm.
thoughts. When I was thinking David, I said it to all of them.
Yep.
It was more like, what are your thoughts around David? I know that you're close. And then just sort of plant the seed. And then over a couple of days, it just sort of comes back and yeah, happens.
It's great. I do want to talk about Sarah a little bit now. Um, so the Sarah relationship obviously broke down. But before that, was it actually the Janine seed, the conversation that you guys had where she said, "Hey, she's come to me." Was that the sort of point that you were like, "Okay, this is dead now," or did you have feelings before that?
No, it was definitely on the Aussie tribe. So actions speak far louder than words out there. And
Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah.
You can watch people say something to your face, and we've all got tells, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, she was saying that she wants to play this loyal game. She's not going to go and she's going to go stand and be seen right in the middle of the shelter. And then I see her just quickly buzz past Janine. And I was like, all right. And then David's come guns blazing for me out in the bush with George. So
Yeah.
something was sort of said. And Shani is obviously a really observant player, and she's picked up on it as well. That it was probably then that I started to lose the trust that she wasn't the Reed type ride and die.
Yes, the Riri. Shout out to a girl Riri.
That's a
um,
ride and die.
yeah, yeah. Now, because ultimately you did seem to gravitate more towards Shawnee than Sarah. And what did you feel with Shawnee was it just you just got on a little better, or was it literally like Shawnee was a bit more relaxed or wasn't overthinking? Like what was the mindset there?
Shani and I felt like we were on the same page. We both knew that we
Yes.
didn't want to commit to people. We
Yep.
both knew that we wanted to work with each other, and we
Yep.
were the only two that we could actually trust because we weren't connected. We weren't connected personally, but we weren't connected to everyone else.
Yeah.
And if they thought about it, there were definitely four of them with Shani and I, and then George. But
Yeah.
the fact that Sarah decided that she wanted to play a different game and come to us, I didn't realize how torn she was on a personal level.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but that, I guess, I felt for her watching it back as well, because I could see that struggle. And I felt
Mm.
really, I'm really sad for her actually.
Yeah, yeah, it was tough. That moment, like the fact that you got Dave, the person that was probably most connected in the entire tribe, out at that first tribal council, is a testament to your social game and your strategy. But that there was that point where you sort of said to Sarah, "Yep, that's cool. We'll change it, whatever." And then at tribal council, you switched it back to Dave and put that
Mhm.
pressure on. Was that was a calculated thing that you're like, "I don't want her running around anymore." Yeah,
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 absolutely.
yeah, yeah. It was
Absolutely.
good.
Because I was watching her and she was in a panic, and she was like bouncing between. I was in the bubble bath, and
Yeah.
they were over on the beach talking, all of them, George included. They were all standing around just, and I could see David eyeing me, and I was like, okay. And Sarah came back, and then somebody else, I think Janine, and then Luke, and I was just like, okay, I just need to calm Sarah down,
Mm.
and whatever she comes to me with, I'm just going to be like, yep, okay, cool. So that was definitely a decision I needed to make then. And then while we we're at tribal council, just finding the timing and making sure that she wasn't trying to clock eyes and give him a clue that
Given
was.
that, yeah, yeah, no, it was a beautiful move. I really enjoyed it. It was very, very good. The other bit that I like that I thought was crazy, um, in terms of your blind side and how it all ended up happening, like Luke and
Funny.
Shawnee ended up voting for Sari. You voted for Lisa. So
Mm.
it really everyone's plans were totally shattered, and then suddenly everyone was on Kirby. Did Janine do that on purpose to not tell Luke because there was a fear that Luke would go to you and say, "Hey, it's you tonight. Let's do something."
Yeah, probably, possibly.
Yeah,
It's a clever one as well. Because I had obviously done Sarah the night before,
yeah,
I had broken the Aussies apart, and
mm,
yeah, because and Lisa's also come to us. The world players have come to us and said, "Oh, let's do Sari," and I was just like, "Yeah," like, and I never wanted to do Sari,
just no, no, no.
because I was guns blazing for her and Parv, and I really wanted to work with these two women. But the world ones, they were just hard to break. Like if I tried to
Yeah,
talk to Cass, Sari was like right here, or if I talked to Lisa, Parvati was right here. Like they were just like ninjas coming out of nowhere. We couldn't have a private conversation, so they were hard to work around and navigate. But Sari is just incredible in what she does because she
she's
had them in the palm of her hands.
She was very good. And Janine as well. Yeah, Janine dropping that to Sari and then Sari being the one to actually get people on board. It was ended up being, yeah, like they had to go to a lot of lengths to get you out in terms of the whispers across the board. But I wanted to touch on Pav quickly. What is it about her that is so magnetic? That made you connect with her so instantly. We saw you in the challenges. You were giving her eyes. You were doing this already before you guys had even known each other.
Yeah, I like to think that was pretty mutual, to be honest.
Oh,
But
yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but she's a big player, and I knew that. And I like playing with big players, and that's probably a really stupid thing to do. Like it's probably a bad goal to do in Survivor, but I've always, and this is the athlete in me, if you want to say that you're the best, you need to be able to say that you can stand next to the who is considered the best to, to say that. So
Yeah.
my whole mentality was like, if I can work with these two incredible players, because now the Aussies are saying how big they are,
Mm.
and I don't get one vote, like I don't care. Like
Yeah.
let me play. But yeah, she's obviously really magnetic in the way that she is. She's very smart. Also, with her level of threat, there's a bit of paranoia in there as well. So that that reassurance that I was trying to give her, which is what I never needed to do with Ree,
Yeah.
um, was a lot. But I was like, how can I tell you anything else? How can I convince you
Well,
that
you
this is
kept
what I
saying
want?
it. You were it's that honestly of like, no, mate, I am with you. This is happening. And
Yeah,
it like, did you like it did seem that she didn't want to turn. She did it was really hard for her to do, but I think once the numbers were there, I think she was like, I actually can't do anything else. And it would have been, I can't believe you name checked Ferris and the idol play again. And we were in the same situation where your ally had an idol. And it was just like, oh, is this gonna happen this time? And
yeah.
yeah, yeah, far out.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that she had an idol, and I was questioning her too. I was like, "You have an idol, don't you?" And that
Yeah.
they don't show this in the edit. And she's like looking at me. She goes, "No, I don't." And I said, "It's okay. I know that you would, and that you do." And so that's when I was like, and then the Ferris conversation came up because I felt like it was relevant
Mm.
that situation because I was like, I committed to going to the end with this man, and
Yep.
he flinched, and I don't want to. That's not what I want to do here. But
Yeah.
in saying that, her deciding to do what she did, I would have done the same because why
Yeah.
would I burn that bridge for one player and then
Yeah.
or everyone else already wants me gone?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I think if your core group was still all on board and then everyone else was like the world and Luke and Janine, then maybe you could play the idol because that would break up the numbers again and you would get an
mm,
advantage. But when everyone was there, it was yeah, it was too big
absolutely.
a call.
Yeah.
What do you think was the moment where it all sort of like turned for you? Was it where did you think in the game that happened? Because you were in such a good position. The night before, I was like, Kirby's great. Kirby is like we saw each other the night before, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you're going so well. This is awesome. You're in such a good position. So what happened?
Yeah, I thought I was as well.
Yeah.
Like we see Cass play and she's really observant and you don't
Mm,
see a lot of interactions with her and I. But yeah, she clocked me. She was doing all the little checks with everyone and just saying, "Oh, who do you think?" and da da, and nobody was saying my name. So
yeah.
I think that was one flag. And then obviously Janine going to, and Janine's really trustworthy. She can say things and you just feel safe with that, and you're like, okay, well, she's telling me this. So she's gone to Sari, who needs that loyalty and honesty, and
Yep.
they've got that same empath energy. So they're vibing and they're trusting that. So yeah, it was definitely the next day with mixed conversations at different times, but the fear that I'd instilled in a lot of these players,
Yeah.
they were really reluctant. And I sort of loved that because
Yeah.
they needed to be really sure. Otherwise, they would have, if they got any inkling that I knew anything, I think they would have
They
just
would have
like,
backed out. Yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was weird because you've got this power where no one wants to say your name because they're worried that they'll be the only one that says it, and then everyone will tell you, and it'll all fall apart.
yeah,
But then once it was out there, everyone was like, "Oh, hang on, we can do this. Oh, we're
yeah,
we're allowed to do this. Oh, okay." It was this it
yeah.
was this thing that just went. It was crazy. We've got a couple of minutes, so I've just got a couple more questions for you. Uh, if we did Australia versus the world again with a different cast, is there anyone that you would like to see play?
Um, I don't know players. I only know our players. So like, like I
Put
think
Ree out there. Put Ree out there again.
I think you
Yeah.
and Ree would be incredible out there. And I think, but obviously Ferris, I think it's a social game
Yeah.
too. But it also depends. Like I love chaos, so
Yeah.
I want people just to be like, I don't know what's going to happen, and if I do say Kirby's name, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and it worked. It was working. It was working, bud.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating.
Yeah, but
Oh man.
then like you, Ree, and Ferris are all social players. Even Caroline can be really
Yeah.
social as well. So
Yeah.
I don't, yeah. Oh, look, I don't know.
Yeah. There's too many good ones. Last two questions. One is what are you most proud of that you did in this season?
I think just went out there and played a fearless brand of Survivor, a version that just I wanted just to do something just to see if I could, and
Yeah.
if it landed great. If I got, then I got. But I wanted to just to try something, and yeah, you just never know,
Yeah.
and it worked out for the most part.
Fantastic, bud. And I'm a movie guy. I love movies. Tell me, what's your favorite film or what's a film that you love?
Favorite film? Oh, I've always. This is going back. This is showing my age. I love the Sandlot Kids and Home Alone.
Oh, yeah. Mate, we watch Home Alone every Christmas.
Yeah,
Every
same,
Christmas you chuck
same.
it on. It's so good. It's so good. Well, Kirby, I think we're out of time now, but thank you so much for playing the game. I can tell you right now, you have cemented yourself as an Australian Survivor legend, no doubt, my friend. You have been fantastic to watch this season. A fellow Tarsi tribe member from way back. Loved watching you be the first Titan versus Rebel to return to the game. So much fun, buddy. And all the respect in the world to you and how you play this amazing game that we both love.
Thanks so much, Eden. I appreciate it.